Hey guys, I'm doing a rematch with Computer4-IMPOSSIBLE. Blindfolded. Let's roll. Let's try to do this. I'm white this time. I'll play d4. Computer handled me pretty well last game. I lost after blundering a rook, so it's time for revenge. Okay, so it's a Queen's Gambit accepted. So far, so normal. Bishop g4. I will take on c4. Now I'm threatening the typical trick, bishop takes f7, which I'm certain he will not allow. Let's go knight c3. It's unusual to have the bishop outside the chain for the comp, so I bet it likes that. Let's go h3. It's gonna retreat. Now I could try to win the bishop pair by going g4, bishop g6, knight e5. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This thing plays so fast, and last time it caught up to me, and the engine got a nice time advantage right off the bat. So I'll try to play quicker. All right, so I've got the bishop pair now. Kind of like queen f3. Yeah, let's go queen f3. I'm attacking the pawn on b7. Plays rook b8. Could go g5. Attacking the knight on f6. I could go e4. It hasn't moved its dark square bishop yet. G5 seemed pretty good because it would relegate his knight to the side of the board. Then again, so does e4. I'm probably going to castle queenside or leave my king in the center. I don't foresee me castling short here. G5 or e4. I'm worried about him playing knight b6, which would hit my bishop and also maybe attack the d4 pawn if I push e4 too quickly. So I could play a prophylactic move like bishop b3. I'm going to play g5. No, am I? Knight h7? Knight h7, h4. Yeah, I'm going to play g5. See where he puts that. So he moved the other knight to attack that. So is he going to go to d5? I'll drop my bishop back. So you're going to go to the d5 square, yep. Now maybe e4? Yeah, let's do e4. Took on c3, took at the pawn. Okay. I could play bishop e3. Queen d7. Where are you going with that? Maybe to c6? Or b5? So he has knight on b6, bishop on d6, queen on d7. I have pawns on c3, d4, e5. I'm thinking about either c3, d4, and e4. I could advance e5, hit his bishop. I could play c4, threaten c5. I don't like e5 for some reason. c4 also does not look right to me because it blocks my bishop on b3, although c5's threat is significant. can check me on b4. Let's go c4. And you did check. So e2 or f1. f1's safer, but it doesn't connect my rooks together. So I'm going to go to e2. Also defends my queen. Plays a5. a3 maybe? a3, a4, bishop a2 takes. Huh. Maybe a4. Yeah, let's go a4. I want to put a stop to his a-pawn advance. Bishop c3. That hits the rook, and it also hits the pawn on d4. Ugh. Rook a2, bishop takes d4. Can you get away with it? It must think so. c5, bishop takes a1, take here. It's getting sharp now. So if I play c5, I would be sacking an exchange because he takes on a1, I take on b6. My rook on h1 would be attacking his bishop. So he could take on d4. But then I could take on c7, hitting his rook on b8. If he takes me with the queen at that point, the bishop is hanging on d4. So I presume he'd have to move his rook. Now the question is, do I have enough in that resulting position? I kind of like it because I have rook d1 coming. Nothing else looks promising for me. All right, let's try it. Let's go c5. He's going to call my bluff. Computers are greedy, right? I mean, I could take the bishop on a1 too, but then he has knight c8 or a8. I probably have some compensation, but this is the more principled way to play it. Taking on b6. Yeah, let's do that. Bishop b2. Okay, it didn't take the pawn. I'm surprised by that. Huh. So if I take c7, what is it going to do? Take me back with the queen. All right, let's do it. No, move the rook. So I have a pawn on c7 now. And I can support it with bishop f4 if I want. What about playing rook b1 to attack his bishop? Then he can take on d4. I can play rook d1, pin him. e5. There's some threats on f7 too if I get a chance. If I get a chance. Big if. Okay, let's go rook b1. Still not taking my d4 pawn. Bishop b5, bishop c4, trying to go to b5. Pressure, pressure. Hmm. Maybe pawn d5? Boy. Man, this is going to be tough. Hmm. Sorry for the long period of silence. I just, not sure what to do. All right, I'm going to play d5. It does open the bishop to attack the pawn on b6. He took it like instantly. All right. Take on b6. No. Let's take on d5 with the bishop. Took with the rook. c7. Can I take here? Oh, I mean... Wait, what? Oh, man. Rook takes h3. Did not see that coming. Man, oh man. Well, this is going to be ugly. What if I take you on h3? You take me with your queen, I take on c7? What then? Do I have enough? Probably not. What else do I do? All right, let's do that. Oh no, he has rook c2, maybe? Let's try it. I might have some check that like wins something. Queen d3 check, or queen h5 check. King d3? Queen f3. Oh man. Yeah, my bishop's... There's not a lot of protection around my king anymore. I think I'm going to lose my f2 pawn. Yeah. Can I run here? Bishop b4. She's threatening nasty stuff. Rook c1? No. Don't go there. Bishop e5. Let's go bishop e5 for protection. f5, undermining me. Oh my gosh, this is tough. Where's his king? e8 still? Oh. Can't even get my rook active. I don't know where to put my rook. It's on b1 right now, but I can't get it in the game. All the computer's moves are so good. There's like very few places I can go with my rook that don't lose it. In fact, I don't think there's anywhere I can go with the rook that doesn't lose it. All right, rook b2. I just got to play something. Checks me. King here. Yeah, he takes the pawn. Rook here. I don't know. Attacks my bishop. Defends c8. Oh, that might be the end, folks. Yeah, that's bad. My bishop's on e5, d5. He's hitting both. I think I'm going to lose it. Yeah, that's bad. Computer Impossible. Why are you so good? All right, I'm going to resign. Yeah, this time I saw the position clearly, pretty clearly throughout. But I just kind of got outplayed in those complications. That was tough. All right, I'm going to change my settings. I'm going to come back in, and we're going to take a quick look. Go to my account. We'll see what's doing here. Live chess, no, games. Go find that game. I mean, that one went better than the previous game against Computer4-IMPOSSIBLE and Blindfold. I liked my position in the first 10, 15 moves or so. So he played this Queen's Gambit accepted line with Bishop g4. When I take... This is supposed to be good for white. And I went after the bishop here. g4, bishop g6, knight e5. This reminds me a lot of a Slav-type position because in the Slav, the light square bishop for black can get chased around and end up back on g6. So I went queen f3. Sometimes even in these positions, it's good to go bishop f1 and then put the bishop on g2. I remember a game, Gelfand versus Carlsen, where Gelfand did that and won a nice game. So maybe bishop f1 is worth considering here. Unusual maneuver, but you kind of figure the bishop may not be that effective on this diagonal, as was proven in the game. So I did queen f3, played rook b8, guarding the pawn, g5. This move caught me by surprise. I think I knew in the back of my head that it was there. I just didn't think about it too seriously. And I could take here, take here. Doesn't look like anything special for white, though. So I played, at that point, bishop to d3, or b3, rather. Knight f d5, e4, take, here. And then bishop e3. It's possible that move's not so accurate. Got a lot of options here. e5, a4, trying to go a5, even h4 is kind of interesting. Lots of pawn thrusts I can attempt here. Someone keeps challenging me over and over again. This Alexis 1666 guy is really persistent. But anyways, I played bishop e3. Computer played queen d7. I went c4. Check here, here, here. I got to admit, I missed bishop c3. I didn't think I'd be losing a pawn here, but my coming sacrifice is probably obligated by this move. Because if I go rook a2, I think he can take on d4. And if I play rook a d1, guarding the d4 pawn, I think he can take on a4. Unless for some reason it's decent for me to sacrifice and go into this position. That would be the only case where maybe this is justified for me. So I played c5, take. Maybe taking the bishop is better. And just saying, like, you know, I'm down the exchange, but I have all this space. Your rooks are ineffective at the moment. Maybe bishop here, trying to go there. If I can get him to do something like that, I mean, maybe bishop f4 somewhere down the line. Rook b1 is probably a good move here. This looks better than what happened in the game. I mean, I'd rather play this position in hindsight. Certainly from a human perspective, this looks good. Against a computer, I don't know. They just don't make many tactical errors. It kind of threw me that he didn't take the pawn on d4. I kept trying to get him to take the pawn, but he didn't do it. So like here, I was looking at like bishop takes d4, take on c7, rook c8 here, and now fun stuff like if this, let's say take, rook takes d4, and if the queen takes, I take on f7 with mate. Even here, I'm not so certain this is good for me. Like he can probably take or play queen e7, but those are the type of lines I was considering. With the computer, it just played that bishop b2 move. I couldn't get anything going in this position. Nothing really worked. d5 was just a line opening attempt. For some reason, I thought there was a pawn on b6 that I was attacking when I played this, opening up my bishop, but clearly that's not the case. Similar to the last game, I made a mistake involving the position of one pawn. Fortunately, in this game, that was the only error I made. Yeah, I'm probably just losing here. He took on h3. Yeah, I don't know. Take on c6. I think I'm busted in this position. My king's too open. Not enough threats. Yeah, I like tried to get the two rooks, but even here, I'm down a little material. My king's on the run. I think I also thought maybe I could block with my bishop at this point. I don't know why I thought that. That wasn't time pressure. I had like, 2-3 minutes at the maximum here. Oh, I could have taken en passant. I didn't see that. Yeah, could have done that. I was trying to get my rook involved. Like I really wanted to play rook c1 here and have some chances for like a perpetual maybe. But I saw he could go here. And then to save my rook, I have to step into the c file. So no more rook c8. So that's probably just losing, take or something. But I wish I would have seen that I could take en passant. That might have prolonged my suffering here. All right, well, Computer4-IMPOSSIBLE, you are a formidable opponent. I will beat you sometime, though, and it will be on camera for the benefit of my awesome YouTube audience. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with me while I was destroyed by this computer, but we'll get it next time, right? All right, thanks, guys. Have a good day.